A dream trip to Mexico, friends, sunshine, luxury, but within 24 hours, a young woman from Charlotte would be dead, and the people she trusted most would return home with more questions than answers. This is the heartbreaking case of Shanquella Robinson, a young woman on vacation with friends only to never return home. She was 25 years old, a vibrant young woman from Charlotte, North Carolina, building her own business with her own future. In October 2022, Shanquella Robinson boarded a plane for Cabo San Lucas with friends. It was supposed to be a weekend of sunshine and celebration, but instead, within 24 hours of that trip, she was gone. The story of her companions brought back home didn't match the truth, and what followed was sparking outrage, international investigators, and family unrelenting fight for justice. From the very beginning, she brought joy and light into the lives of everyone she knew. She grew up in the close-knit family surrounded by love and support. Her parents, Bernard and Salamandra, instilled in her a strong sense of family and responsibility. Those who knew her as a child described her as a playful, energetic, and full of curiosity. The kind of little girl who was always ready with a smile. As she got older, though, her adventurous spirit only grew stronger. She had a natural ability to connect with people, whether it was family, friends, or even strangers she just met. Her younger years were filled with laughter, family gatherings, the kind of bonds that would remain unshakable throughout her life. And education was also important to her and to her family. Shanquella went on to graduate from Winston-Salem State University, a milestone that filled her family with pride. But what made her truly stand out was how she carried herself. She wasn't just ambitious, she was compassionate. She poured her heart into her business, her fashion line, and especially her work with children, braiding their hair with care and creativity, making them feel special and beautiful. Her family often says she had a gift for making others feel special. Whether it was with her parents, her siblings, or the children she worked with, she had a way of lifting people up. Her mother had said about her daughter's kindness, her laughter, and her love she gave so freely. And this was the foundation of who Shanquella was before Cabo. A daughter, a sister, a friend. A young woman whose family loved her deeply and who had so much life left to live. She was adventurous, vibrant, and full of life, beautiful young woman with brilliant future ahead of her. She even launched her own clothing line, pouring her heart into every design. Now this trip to Cabo was meant to be a celebration, a reward for her hard work and accomplishments, a chance to breathe, to enjoy the success she built with her own two hands. But instead of celebration, the trip ended in unanswered questions, heartbreak, and along with a fight for justice. On the morning of October 28th, Shanquella's mother spoke to her daughter. She seemed happy. She was laughing, she recalled. I told her, okay, enjoy yourself, love you, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. The next day, Salamandra received a call from the group one of the daughter had traveled with. They claimed that Shanquella wasn't feeling well and that she had alcohol poisoning. When Salamandra asked why her daughter wasn't taken to the hospital, she was told it would cost $5,000 cash up front. Hours later, she got the devastating call her daughter had passed away. The following day, the story shifted again. Suddenly, there had been a fight, and when the autopsy report arrived, her mother's worst fears were confirmed. Shanquella had suffered a broken neck, spinal injuries, and her death had nothing to do with alcohol. Then came the video, a clip that showed Shanquella being attacked, while others stood by and recorded. Among them was someone she considered her best friend, and his name was Khalil Cook. He had vacationed with the family, eaten at their table, walked through their home. To Salamandra, he was like family. And that betrayal cut the deepest. I never thought he could be that low. To do my child like that, she said. In the days after Shanquella's death, Khalil visited the Robinson home. 4 days in a row, he sat with the family, but once Salamandra confronted him with the autopsy report, once she knew the truth, he vanished. He hasn't returned since. The case quickly gained international attention. Mexican authorities ruled Shanquella's death a femicide, a gender-based killing. They issued an arrest warrant, but to this day, no extradition has taken place. Meanwhile, the FBI investigation has only raised more questions. Pages are missing, detailed, redacted, and statements conflict. One witness claimed Shanquella simply fell and hit her head. Another referred injuries that matched the autopsy. So why hasn't anyone been held accountable? Shanquella's family refused to give up. With the attorney Sue Ann Robinson, no relation to the family, they've appealed directly to President Biden and the Secretary of State. They want the U.S. to either prosecute here in the U.S. or extradite the suspects to Mexico. They've also filed a $100 million wrongful death lawsuit for the Robinsons. This isn't about money. It's about accountability. Accountability denied when the FBI declined the charges. It was denied when the U.S. and the Mexican authorities pointed fingers at each other. But Shanquella's story is not just about what happened in Cabo. It's about who she truly was. She was only 25, a graduate, a small business owner, a daughter, a sister, a friend, someone described as adventurous, kind, and always ready to make others smile. She didn't bring drama into the world. She brought love. Nearly 3 years later, her family is still waiting for justice, and the Cabo Six remained free for now. As of September 2025, no criminal charges have been brought against the so-called Cabo Six here in the United States in connection with the death of Shanquella. Mexican authorities did issue an arrest warrant for one of the individuals. In late 2023, a local prosecutor confirmed that the arrest warrant has been issued for one of the individuals who was the aggressor, but as for now, no one has been taken into custody. As her father had put it, the only thing I can do is stand for Shanquella, be her mouth, be her voice, because she didn't deserve this at all. Shanquella's case is a story of failure, of silence, cover-up, and red tape. But above all, it's the story of a young woman whose future was stolen and family who refuses to stop fighting for her. So now I'll ask you, should the U.S. prosecute or should the Mexico warrant finally be honored? Let me know in the thoughts in the comments below. This is it for this case so far. I will keep you guys updated and posted. And if you'd like to see more cases covered with care and respect, don't forget to subscribe to us. It means the world to us. We care, so stay aware. The next case is already calling our name, so bye for now.